Well, hello everyone, and Merry Christmas to you. It has been some time since I've done a channel update, so as you very well can tell, I've been busy with a whole lot of stuff. Namely, I have worked my tail off to the end of this year. I've worked on a few projects that have been off and on, but at least I'm making progress of it. Some are going to look very weird because of my setup. It's a totally different setup than normally, especially with Necopara, and as you can tell, the sound will be a bit different because of set setup. Now, it's going to be kind of weird for the next couple of days with the way I'm doing things, but at least I'm getting the old front log taken care of, as well as the backlog getting handled. But I can pretty much say that the last two Konami games I did, which were Silent Hill 2 and The Sword of Etheria, they're done. So the only games I would need to deal with would be G.I. Joe Rapha Cobra, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and pretty much I got a lot of games that I still need to deal with. Special Olympic Anime and whatnot. Nickelpara Extra is going to be put back on Sundays. I just finished the last part, which was part 4. And like I said, the setup is a bit different because of how it looks. And the only way that it would look quite normal is if I were to, have it on one screen. But since it's not on one screen, it's two, therein lies the weirdness of it all. Because I'm working with a dual screen. You're not seeing it, but I am. So, aside from that, it has been a year. I can pretty much say it has been quite a year. And with a big V on my back and a big W in front of me, things are going to get better for the next year and beyond that. For the most part, I'm going to focus my energies on finishing this book of mine. I have been working on it quite as of late, but I'm nearly done with it. I just got a few more pages to deal with. Then, of course, I have to type up every bit of each poem that I've ever done down. Make sure if they need some refining, I'll do that. And of course, prepare for next month, which is in which poetry night is going to be back in progress. So yeah, there's that. Aside from that, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for actually sticking with me all this time. Throughout all the years that I've been on YouTube, and not to mention the fact that, the battles I have gone through with what I had to deal with. The battles unspoken of and unseen. It has been quite an ordeal, but at least now I am able to get past it. And I'm glad I am getting past it, which is the greatest gift that I can ever receive from all this. The games are cool and everything, but the real victory lies within what just happened. And I can't see it any better than this, you know. And if I had a theme song, well, it would probably be something like Lufia. It's the Polish, you know. And while I would, well, I could do that. I might want to have to put a little something at the end of this video, but you know, that'll just be like a little something, a little something at the very end of it. So with that said, thank you, really, truly, thank you for all the support over the years, to my mutuals. Thanks for not giving up on me. Thanks for kicking me in the ass when I needed that kick in the ass. Because sometimes it is very disheartening, dispiriting, and I hate it when I just feel dried up. When I feel depressed, when I feel not myself. But now that things are somewhat changing, even in this transition phase that I am in right now, because that's where I am right now, I'm going through this somewhat smooth and oftentimes rocky transition phases, because transitions are usually like that. At least I can say I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be a-okay, and I can say this with a smile. And I can no longer, you know, look at the world the same way as I did before all this mess was happening. I can actually go out in the world, hands in pockets, with a smile on my face, a little grin in my heart, and of course, you know, for what it's worth, sky seems the limit, especially if you're an artist. So I'm gonna put my best tone forward and push. Give it all I got and just go for it. So with that, yeah, it's been a thing. It's great. It's wonderful. It's like a breath of fresh air, and I'm enjoying every single sniff of it. So, what is on the table for next year? Well, I got a few games that I have got in the background as far as, say, running, as well as a couple of games that were sent to me by Ye O Random of Co-op. So I'm gonna be busy getting things to work, getting parts out of the way. A few of them I have got myself during the Steam sale, and of course, you know, the fellas, they sent me a few games as well as, you know, certain games that I've been wanting to play for quite some time. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream them, but Let's Plays are definitely on the menu. Especially since I have Wii games running now. since I did a couple of calibrations as far as controls are concerned, yeah, it's gonna be interesting how I'm gonna take on Sonic and the Black Knight and any other game that I used to have on Wii, but never really tried it. The few games that I started this year, I didn't really come back to it, but it's not like I didn't come back to it. I just been busy with other projects. I almost said programs. Projects. But I will finish Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner. You know it better as Raito Kuzunoha. Death Spank. Thongs of Virtue. Dirge of Cerberus. I think they're the only 3 things I have as far as tabs are concerned. Oh yeah, and there's Detective Pikachu. I did start that up, but I didn't really get into it per se. So that is definitely going to be on the finished department. And as I mentioned, there's Nekopara. I started doing that not too long ago. Getting back to that, like I said, the setup is going to be a bit different because of how it looks on my end, and you'll probably see it too, because I don't know, it's like 4K. It becomes a weird thing. So it's like once it looks big, it's like it'll look very small. I don't know how it works. I'm not going to question it. Like I said, it's a phase, but it'll get back to some level normalcy pretty damn soon. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. If it took me this long to get my voice, not my voice, but my setup. If it took me a while to get my setup back in shape, then this should be no problem. And my setup being, how I record and, make sure that what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing and what I'm saying is exactly what I'm saying and everything else. So that's going to be a thing. So, at least for now, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Getting back to some level of normalcy. Getting back to a schedule of recording videos. Most likely I'm going to be doing them during the day into evening. No longer am I going to be doing them late at night. So, when I have the time, which I do have time now, but when I really have time to sit down and just make a session, I'm going to do that. And of course, I'll leave streams very much optional at this rate. So, there'll be new episodes of Chess of Obscurity sometime within next month. I don't know when, but given some time, there'll be some new episodes, for sure. There'll also be some new cooking episodes of the Tenkaichi of cooking. Yeah, I do have some pictures to show, so I am going to share the recipes with you on how you can make them for yourself. Because, well, I'm getting my chops back, and I might as well just share what I have made to the masses. So yeah, there's a lot that's gonna happen and going to happen, but at least I can pretty much say that after this year's done. Anything I'm doing is just finishing up toward this year, coming into January, which is next week. So with that, if you don't hear from me within the next couple days, well, I want to wish each and every one of you, once again, a very Merry Christmas, and have a safe, prosperous, and wonderful New Year to each and every one of you out there. And once again, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, PI7. And as always, Dai Tenso. See you next game. Tenkai Muso. And of course, the Tenkaichi has spoken, and I am out. See you in 2026.